President Trump, he's not just talking a big game when it comes to embracing crypto assets, he's actually living it. Bloomberg News reporting the president has added at least $620 million to his personal fortune in just a few months. That's thanks to a string of cryptocurrency ventures now outperforming even his real estate holdings.
That's not a bad move.
No, it's not a bad move at all. And wow, what has he invested in?
Yeah, good picks, Mr. President. While Trump's net worth has stayed around $6.5 billion, analysts say crypto has quickly become, again, his most lucrative piece of his financial empire. A major shift in how the Trump brand is now building wealth.
Joining us now to discuss, the co-founder of Wave Digital, Les Borsay, plus the CEO of Data Vault AI, Nathaniel Bradley. Les, does this surprise you that Donald Trump has gotten so into cryptocurrency and now it's such a large part of his fortune?
No, it doesn't at all. I mean, it's actually really refreshing to see a president get so engaged, and the fact that he's generating returns, I think that's great because it helps you regulate if you actually understand the asset class. And this is a president who's always been innovative with products, whether it's been, mobile phones or sneaker deals. So no, it doesn't surprise me at all.
Nathaniel, your take on this?
Well, look, we probably have the first son to thank for this. I have young sons that keep me young too, and I think President Trump is someone we don't have to guess whether or not he gets it or not. He definitely does, and he's opened up with this Genius Act out of the Senate, and then you see this the Stable Act in the House. Those will combine in August to pass through into law, which will give us the first stablecoin legislation that will set the table for this new revolution in our economy.
Les, for Americans who maybe want to become involved in cryptocurrency, we see Bitcoin well on its way to breaking its record, I think trying to reach $120,000 per coin. Americans, some of them don't understand crypto as well as they probably might want to, myself included. How would you explain to the average American cryptocurrencies, how they can get involved?
I mean, I think the first thing I would do is a lot of information out there, whether it's on YouTube or other resources, and you have to educate yourself before you start investing in an asset class. The second thing I would say is it's just like any other asset class, whether that's gold or equities, and you have to just kind of dig a little deeper to understand what that means. But I mean, there's plenty of information out there, and I think the other part is the traditional finance institutional guys are coming into the space now. If we take a look at the ETFs, they're the fastest rising ETFs in history. So the traditional finance that people are used to purchasing, you're going to be able to do that and understand it because you're just replacing the underlying asset. So I think it'll come more naturally to people.
Nathaniel, we talk about crypto all the time. Clearly, we have a segment on it. And you hear about all this positive news, President Trump building his wealth, others just as well. We have a pro-growth government approach to it right now. I'm kind of getting the impression if you don't get involved with crypto some way, in some form, you might be missing out on an opportunity, so to speak, and now would be the time.
Well, people have been scared off from this because of volatility, and I think the key word is stable. The brilliance of this move is that the U.S. dollar once again, becomes the indicator, the underlying indice, and this is something that Bitcoin has suffered a great deal of volatility. Now, volatility to the upside, and those that bet were paid handsomely. And I think as we see more wealth created, it obviously draws us in, but never forget about that volatility, and remember the word stable coin is introduced for a reason. It needed stability.
All right, Les, Nathaniel, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
$600-some million.
It's a lot to add to your portfolio. Yeah. I'm sitting here like, man, have I missed the train?
Yeah, maybe not. Oh well, that's life. More after a quick break. Stick with us.